In the month of June, we worked on the 16th goal of sustainable development, that is peace, justice and strong institutions. Peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. Provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable and inclusive institutions at all levels. Significantly reduce all forms of violence and related death rates everywhere. Abuse, exploitation, trafficking and all forms of violence against and torture of children. Promote the rule of law at the national and international levels and ensure equal access to justice for all. Significantly reduce illicit financial and armed flows. The recovery and return of stolen assets and combat all forms of organized crime. Essentially reduce corruption and bribery in all their forms. Develop effective, accountable and transparent institutions at all levels. Responsive, inclusive, participatory, representative decision making at all levels. Strengthen the participation of developing countries in institutions of global governance. Provide legal identities for all, including birth registrations. Ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms in accordance with national legislation and international agreements. Strengthen relevant national institutions, including through international corporations, for building capacity at all levels, in particular in developing countries, to prevent violence and combat terrorism and crime. Promote and enforce non-discriminatory laws and policies for sustainable development. Integrated management of grasshoppers. North Gujarat and Saurashtra Kutch have favorable environment for deserted breeding in summer and Kharif season. Is a species of grasshoppers that flies over long distance in large herds and destroy crops scattered over thousands of acres. Freshly plucked red toads are very voracious. Winter crops like millet, maize, mustard seeds, fenugreek, cumin and other crops have been eaten in Banaskantha. They do not lay eggs in the same regions where these herds are raised. These herds have to be relocated to another region where the rainy season is about to begin to sustain their lives. Accelerate their population growth as they have to prepare second generation in the same year. When the rain begins, it begins to grow and the herds are ready around August to September. Iran and Arabia. This country, since it comes from Mediterranean Sea, winter and the second generation of it begins to grow in the deserts of this country. Herds prepared in this way to come to India and Pakistan when the monsoon is about to start. The speed of this migrating herds is about 18 km per hour. A female tortoise lays egg about 300 to 500 during her lifetime. A female usually lays her egg at about the time of rain so that future tortoises can be found nearby. As soon as the news of the locust swarm arrives, the villagers are warned to make loud noises by knocking drums or plates in the field so that the swarm of locusts does not come down. If the swarm of the locust stays overnight, burn it with kerosene tonsils or flammable. World Day Against Child Labour. As we all know, friends, that this day is celebrated around the world in protect of child labour, protection and rights of the children. Worldwide, 152 million of children between age of 5 to 17 are involved in child labour. 23 million children are involved in hazardous labour. The purpose of Childline 109 in India is to prevent child labour and other such activities done with children. The proclamation prohibits the employment of child labourers in hotels, restaurants, tea stalls, circuses and even in housework. According to the legal provision, those who employ children are liable to imprisonment for 3 months to 2 years or with a fine of 10,000 to 20,000. This organization celebrated World Day Against Child Labour on 12/6/2020 in different ways. Childline team did open house with about 29 children aged group from 5 to 13 at Lathi Road railway crossing, slum area. They gave information about Childline 1098, its work done, usage and its benefits. They also gave information on child labour and importance of education for children. They also distributed biscuits to entertain children. And such like this, the program was also conducted by agricultural staff at Khamba and Dhokarwa. Kharif campaign for growing food crops in Gujarat. Currently, due to the epidemic of COVID-19, thousands of people have been migrating from city to rural areas and agricultural values are declining. In such circumstances, the crops that grow in agriculture are not limited to increase the economic viability and ensuring food security. But the crops that are nutritious have to be produced in agriculture. The Swachhta Sangh and the Working Group for Women and Land Ownership have been working for sustainable agriculture for a long time. Both of these networks are providing incentives. Both the networks have organized Kharif campaign to enable farmers to grow more crops. The main objective of this campaign is to disseminate the information to ensure that the maximum number of nutritious crops are grown by the farmers. Campaign literate such as audios, videos and printing materials will be developed and shared through different mediums. Meetings are organized keeping social distancing. Gram Panchayats will also be involved in this campaign. Gram Panchayat will try to coordinate with the Department of Agriculture for the need of seeds and other equipments. Current letters and social media will be used extensively to raise awareness of this campaign. See the result of this campaign. 1 lakh farmers will be directly contacted under this campaign. Rainfed farming will be introduced in Gujarat through networking system. The period of this campaign will be June 2020 to till August 2020. In this campaign of agriculture and health, farmers should move towards the decisiveness by discussing the best quality of crops. Thank you so much for watching our Tapak channel. Please like, comment and share. And subscribe our Tapak channel. Press the bell icon mentioned here. Thank you.